Hey, hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm very late. So, okay. I couldn't make it to come online because by the time, very, very late. So I just gave up and decided that I'll leave it till today. Okay. And then today, I nearly gave up as well because I don't know why these days I spend so much time trying to get through messages, trying to respond, and it is just too much. It's just too much. I think this is where I need an assistant or a friend. This is where I say I need an assistant, a PA, or a friend. But then, who is a friend? That is what we are going to talk about today. Who is a friend? And I know each and every one of us has a totally different experience when it comes to talking about friendship, or when it comes to, this topic, because we all come from different backgrounds, different countries, different communities, and different cultures. And the way we relate with people, especially friends or the friends we keep, can be influenced by our culture, our society, and our way of life, okay? Now, I always tell people, or I do not shy away from the fact that I, in particular, hello there, I have no friends, okay? I am alone big time. I have no friends. And I cannot, will I say, no, I wouldn't necessarily say I cannot make friends, but it's just that my experience in terms of friendship, keeping friends, making friends, and relating to people on the friendship level is one that doesn't exist for me. It doesn't exist for me because I've had such a bad experience. And when I talk of bad experience, I am talking of like that really, really, really terrible experience whereby you grew up with the people that you wish could be friends with you turn out to be people or kids who made life so miserable for you, right? In fact, I was an outcast. I was an outcast in the sense that not for any particular reason, but you know, um, the kids in my neighborhood did not think I fit in or I was relevant enough to be friends with them. Okay, so unfortunately, I had to learn to be on my own. And those that were willing to be friends, or those that went as far as acknowledging me as a friend, later on turned out to leave me with such a terrible experience that, if they hadn't accepted me or acknowledged me, it would have even been better. Like, it would have been better off than, acknowledging me and then putting me through such an emotional trauma. Okay. Then we talk of the stage of my life. Okay. At this stage of my life. So over the years of being a grown-up, I have met so many people along the way, most of whom were people that I had supported or assisted or, helped in one way or the other. Okay. Like, within the community, you live in a community with a group of people, and then you end up helping them in one way or the other. So those are the sort of people. But because of my past experiences, I never consider those people as friends. No. I only consider them as people that I know, people that I have, crossed paths with. And that is as far as it goes when it comes to friendship. So because of all these experiences put together, what I tend to do now is try to, I wouldn't say network, but try to, just meet people who are far off or people who are far away. Hi, Davina. Hello. Hi, Tammy. How are you? So people who are far away, as in distance, this online. Yeah. I relate with a lot of people through social media, through, all these online means. Okay. Those are the sort of people I have now kind of moved towards keeping contact with. And when I talk of keeping contact, I'm just talking about the interactions that I have with people who are far away, okay, at a distance. But on a personal level, hi, Miss Comfort, hope you're good. On a personal level, okay, I would say I only have about five people that I will call friends. And I'm talking about people that I will chat with on a regular basis, that is on the phone. People that know me, that knows what I am going through. Like, they know I wouldn't say 90%, 70% of what I'm going through. And, 70%, and I know almost the same about them. Okay. Yeah, there are only 5 people in that category. Okay. So all in all, it brings me to the question of, hi, Ed, how are you? Are you not asleep yet? How is the weather in Ireland? When was the last time it rained? I'm quite surprised that it hasn't rained here I think this week and last week it hasn't rained. Yes, that is the thing. You keep people where they belong, okay? Because you know what? The funny thing is, the funny or the interesting thing is, you see all those people that made life miserable for me when I was younger, okay? Hot. Yeah, it's the same here. Hot, hot, hot. We kind of have similar weather both in Ireland and England, don't we? Yeah. So those people that made life miserable for me in the past or when I was young, a lot of them try to get in touch or they try to keep in touch. They try, yes, beautiful and sunny, but today was a bit gloomy, cloudy, and miserable. Well, yeah, most of today. Yeah. So majority of those that made life miserable for me in the past have kind of reached out, okay? They have reached out not in terms of trying to acknowledge what they did in the past, no. But what they have actually done is trying to pretend as if nothing happened and as if we were, we were best of friends or we kind of got along in the past. Do you get it? That is what they reach out and try to make it look like. Apart from that, I've had those who totally ignored me in the past and treated me as if I did not exist, okay? I get a lot of them approach me now, not because they want to be friends, no, but all they want from me is an assistant, okay? So their approach is that, especially now that I'm more on social media, they come to my social media page, then they show themselves, okay? They reveal themselves by trying to engage much. And then after a few engagements, they then approach me, they come into my DM and then they are trying to get more, how would I call it? Personal contact, okay? So they want your phone number and stuff like that, your address and stuff like that. Now, there is something I do in terms of phone numbers, okay? Like I said, I have only about 5 people that I interact with on a regular basis, okay? And when I talk about regular, it's not even like every day, right? Because we understand each other. We know how busy we are, and we know each other's schedule, personal schedule. So we don't just go contacting each other every single day, like maybe once a week, once a month, and then we will share text messages. We will, those kind of stuff. That is the closeness, right? So they are the only people that I will interact with on the phone regularly. Apart from that, I hardly interact on my phone. I hardly do that, okay? And I hate giving out my phone numbers. Hi, Musa, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you at this time. You're not asleep yet. Okay, so like I said, apart from those 5 people, like there's something I hate doing. I hate chatting on my phone. And I think one of the reasons why that is because of the nature of my job. Because there are times I will be so busy at work that I don't even get the time to take out my phone and to do anything. So I'm so busy. I work with my hands. My phones are always in my pocket. And I hardly check my phone for hours. Maybe the only time I'll get to check the phone will be at the end of the day, which could be around 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And at that time, all I have to do is respond to emails, important emails, respond to or check messages. And sometimes I don't even get through half of that. And then I doze off, I fall asleep. So I hate Arabic is right to left. Yes, it's opposite to the normal. It's the abnormal way, and the abnormal way of writing. So writing and reading. So instead of me reading from this way to that way, is that way to that way. Yeah, that is the Arabic way. Okay, right. So I hate giving out my phone numbers. One, it is a confidential piece of data as far as the UK and Ireland are concerned. Okay, I know in the US, things like address and personal data or personal information can be made or is normally public. Like you can get hold of someone's address and, you know, stuff like that. But in the UK, it is not so. Okay. So, one, unless I trust you, and unless I am convinced that you will not be on the phone to me at odd hours or at times that I am busy, you will never get my number. Even if you do, it will be a number that I do not use. It will be a number that you can hardly get hold of me on. Like I said, there are numbers that I do have some numbers that I hardly even check. Okay. For instance, my Irish number, that reminds me I need to check. I need to check. I haven't checked it the whole week. So if anyone had texted me on my Irish number, then it means that I haven't seen the message. See, so that is how bad things are. Okay. Now, like I said, I am very approachable and I am very outgoing, and I like to interact with people. I like to interact with strangers. I like to get along with people I meet for the first time, because it is how I learn. It is how I learn about people. It is how, I gather knowledge. Okay. I am very big on cross-cultural, yeah, I just love things like that. I love learning about people's culture. Okay. I like to learn about people's differences and, apply that to the knowledge I have already. So that's why I like to have everyone on board, right? But then, Okay. The thing is, I don't like people crossing the line. Okay. I just say if I'm friends with you on a certain level, I don't want that to change. I want it to remain at that. Okay, Musa. What have you got to say? Mm? See, you are one of the good friends I have made. Will I say best friend? Well, I would say you are one of the best online friends that I have. Yeah, one of the few good friends that I like to interact with, or I like to, have present when I'm doing my usual chats and stuff like that. Okay. And it makes me feel as if I know you guys, right? We've never met, but I like the feeling of knowing that I have a friend like Musa. Where are you from, Musa? I've never bothered to ask. Where are you from? Or where are you? Or let's say I have a good friend like Ed in Ireland. And I have a lot of friends. I have a good friend like Miss Comfort in Nigeria. A whole lot of you guys. So I'll gladly say, these are my friends, or these are my good friends. And you are the only friends I have apart from my top 5. Okay. Algerian. Yes. So my very good Algerian friend, you see? So yes, that is it. So I see all of you, and I'm so excited and I'm so happy, and the interaction and the vibe and everything is good. And I feel so content because it's like it doesn't bother me even if I don't have friends. You all are enough, okay? Because I find that when you surround yourself with so many people, life becomes so miserable. Life becomes so stressful. Life becomes so difficult, so messy. You see? Hi, Wayne, how are you? Yes. Hey, Joaquin, how are you? You see, and that's my other best friend from Netherlands. I miss you, boy. I miss you. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. You've been so busy working, haven't you? Miss Comfort. Yeah. Now, honestly, like I find that if I'm physically surrounded by so many people, it makes life really complex and complicated. Okay? Because within the African culture, you are the only. Okay. Joaquin is saying he's the only friend of God. Okay, agreed. Are you happy now? Oh, you have a girlfriend now. Oh, wow. I hope she's pretty. And I hope the feeling is mutual. Mm? Tell her to make sure she doesn't break your heart, else you have me to deal with, okay? See, this is what makes life interesting. Is it? Now that's because I'm recording from the front view camera. If I use a rear view, the quality is better, but with the front view, it is terrible. So if I use the rear view, it means I can't see you guys. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, she's half Dutch and half Moroccan. Okay, okay. Now I get it. Now I do believe she's pretty. I do believe she's pretty. I haven't seen her, but green eyes, curly hair. Ooh, ooh. Oh boy, I see that. I see that. Yes, that's a different subject, but I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. See, these are some of the things I like to hear, right? These are some of the things I like to hear about all of you. Right. So, that aside, okay, that aside, I've come to realize that in the West, making friends is one of the most difficult tasks. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I can't complain. It's just that I've developed the habit of staying up late, which means that I don't get up early in the morning. Hi, Pritam. How are you? How are you? Oh, I've got another Indian friend here. Namaste, namaste, or is it namaskar? How are you? Me? Do I have a husband? Oh, I got rid of him long ago. No, I'm such a terrible person. I'm such a difficult person to deal with. I'm such a difficult person to deal with. The type of person someone will say no nonsense. So I am comfortable on my own. I'm such a difficult person to deal with, so much so that no one wants to be close to me. my family members think I'm terrible. Even my own kids and my siblings. So I've kicked all of them. I've kicked them away. Like we are miles apart. No, on a serious note, I think, well, I call it some form of childhood or psychological trauma. Okay. So the thing is, most of the friends, apart from being treated like an outcast when I was younger, while growing up, most of the friends I tried to make, right, left me traumatized. Okay. So when I was in school as a teenager, I was in a boarding school, right? And, not even classmates will kind of want to be close enough with you, okay? Till you finish school and then you all disappear, right? But there was a girl that approached me as a friend, okay? And this was a girl that was, a very popular girl, very popular. She was outgoing. She, had so many friends and stuff like that. So this girl approached me. We went for an extra curriculum classes, okay, from different schools. And then all of us were from different schools. Then this girl approached me and asked to be a friend. So I was so excited. I was so happy. Then as time went by, I got to know this girl. Hi, James. How are you? Good evening. Yes, yes, yes. I remember you very well. I remember you very, very well. Well, I got rid of that. No, joking. How many years now have I been divorced? Since 2008. Yeah. Yeah. Now the thing is, I am such an adventurous person, okay, that I just like to get up and do what I want to do with no restrictions, right? So I can just get up, sit in the car, and drive away somewhere. Now, if you have your family with you, like with guys is different, with men it's different, right? But with us women, you basically live your life for your family. And I did that for years, and that really affected me because I sacrificed my own happiness for all of them, which none of them saw that it was a sacrifice, and therefore never appreciated. So instead of continuing to live my life, put my own happiness on hold while killing myself for other people, I decided to prioritize my own happiness, right? So it's now about me living my life in whichever way I want to. That is why I said I got rid of all of them. Because let's say if I need to travel, I'll have to think about, oh, do I need to sort out school? Do I need to think about what they are going to eat in my absence? Do I need to think about this, think about that, think about that, But then, do they think about the fact that, you want to just get up, go somewhere, go traveling, go do this, go do that, go do. No, they don't. They all come home and they are just demanding. That's what they've all been doing. And I have been, like I said, because I never had friends, I just concentrated on the people around me, and that is family. Again, I concentrated on family. Up until 10 years ago, right? The maximum sleep I got was 4 hours. Okay. So you go to work. I work in the military, which is full time. I worked on the ward in the hospital as well as a nurse. And then I come home. I have to check on school stuff, homework for kids, prepare packed lunch for the next morning, sort out school transport, sort out uniform, sort out this, sort out that, sort out that. And it was, it was just too much. It was just too much. So I got tired. That's why I kicked all of them away. Because life is too short. I cannot live life without experiencing life, without experiencing all the adventure, all the travels, and all the fun things that I enjoy doing. I cannot put all that on hold just for other people. Mm? Because if I die in the process of taking care of them, then what have I achieved? See, what have I achieved? So, yeah. Anyway, you can call it selfish. I don't mind. You know, I don't mind. It is my selfish era, as in everything self, 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 self. Now, anything, everything that matters is me. Okay. No one else matters at this point in my life. That is why I have such peace of mind that I am able to be live on chatting to all you guys. Do you think I would have been doing this if I still had my family around me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't be on social media because I'll be so tired from doing house chores that by now I'll be in bed sleeping. I'll be snoring away. Yeah. Anyway, so back to the story of my experience with this girl that befriended me. So this girl, later I got to know a little about her. I went to her house, met her family, and then she had two other friends that she was so close with, and they went to school together, right? Those her two other friends, one of them, though younger, was befriending a married man. She herself had a boyfriend who had his own place because the sister was married and the sister got him a place. And this place we are talking about was closer to where I went to school. So this girl introduced me to all of them, and I thought it was cool. Then I was preparing to write an exam, and one Sunday, the girl's boyfriend invited me to church. And I went to their church. After church, we came back and the guy invited me for a meal. I finished eating and then I went away. Few days later, my friend invited me, called me over to her boyfriend's house in the presence of her two friends. And then the problem was that they said I had, what is the term? So it was more like, oh, the boyfriend said that I was trying to throw myself onto him. Okay. And I'm like, where did that come from? Where on earth, or how on earth did such a narrative come about? So in short, I was in the presence of three girls, all giving me a dressing down, calling me all sorts of names, telling me how terrible, how ungrateful, how a whole lot, honestly. And it was the worst day of my life. All I could do at that moment was just burst into tears, like in the presence of all three girls. The guy wasn't at home by then. Obviously, he knew what he had done. Okay. So after that incident, that was it. I said to myself, never again. Like, why did I even agree to become friends with people that I never knew? You know, because I was so excited that this girl approached me to become a friend. But look at how it ended up. It wasn't even a friendship that lasted long. Okay. Look at how it ended up. So since then, I was like, nah, nothing will ever interest me into becoming friends with other people. So right now, it's hard for me to even make friends with girls or other women, females. No, I get on well with men or with guys than with women or females. Okay. And it wasn't the only similar incident. A similar thing happened later on. And this time I am talking somewhere almost 20 years ago. So we had just moved to this army barracks, right? Somewhere in Wiltshire. And a Caribbean lady approached me. Very outgoing, very talkative, and the sort of people who have made it their business to know everyone's business in the neighborhood. That was the sort of person I am talking about. And she wasn't the only Caribbean lady. There were 2 other Caribbean women married to military guys in the neighborhood. So this girl would come to my house, come and eat, come and, chat, go back home. She'll bring her kids, all sorts. And she was the only one coming to visit me. I had never gone to visit her, Like I said, it is really difficult for me to get closer to people, because of all these traumatizing experiences I've had. So out of the other 2 Caribbean ladies, I've met one, but one of them I haven't really met. I've only heard about her. That was it. So a few months later, I was in the house, and then the one that I had never met came knocking on my door. And this girl came to confront me, saying I had told someone else about someone else's business. And I'm like, what the heck? Like some of these things, sometimes you just can't understand how someone will just get up and make up something, like make up a story that, like, just cook up something that has never happened or you have never done. It is something I can't really get my head around. Do you get it? Because this was me. Like, honestly, it is very hard for me to get up, get out of my house, to go and sit in someone's house and chat. The only time I get to go to people's houses is when I'm invited for an event, maybe a barbecue. I'll just show my face and then leave. A party, I'll just show my face and then leave. And most of the time, I go there to sort out food because I love things to do with food, party food, cooking. You know, that is that is what you will get me doing. That is what you find me doing. Whenever I go to people's events, that is what I end up doing. You know, so for someone to have the boldness or the confidence to come and sit in my house to question me about something that never even happened. It was just something that I just couldn't get my head around. So it's made me so scared. Let me use the word scared of really getting close to people or going to sit in people's houses to chat. Nah, no. You know, it's put that fear in me. Fear fear people. Like, because there's nothing like friendship, is there? There is nothing like friendship, especially when it comes to us Africans and the way we behave. Nah, I just can't. So I'd rather sit in my house and watch TV all day like I normally do. I'd rather sit and watch TV than to get up and go visit someone. Anyway, so this is my experience. I don't know about yours. I don't know about yours. I don't know about yours. Do you make friends? Do you care about making friends? Do friends hold any importance in your life? How does friendship affect your life? You know, and how do you navigate these things? How do you navigate these things? Because I don't get it. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard stories about people feeling lonely because like they don't have friends. No one likes them, no one loves them. And I do understand, you know, I do understand because I can relate to that. I can relate to that. But otherwise, how do you guys do it? I know the thing is, I've come to realize that I can't live in Africa because of things like these. Okay. Because when you go to Ghana, where I come from, the trend these days is that they form associations. Okay. So they come together like an association or a group, and they do regular contributions whereby when one of them has an event or has an occasion, maybe an outdooring or a birth, a funeral, a wedding, they all wear the same attire and then they go, you know, celebrate with the person and then they donate. And I'm like, what the heck? I see a whole lot of them on social media, but I just can't get my head around it. Because one, how many attires will I have to end up sewing? How many outfits? The ones that I have, there are so many of them that I've never even worn, okay? Why would I want to go through the stress of getting more outfits because it's someone's birthday, it's someone's outdooring, it's someone's funeral, and all these people will decide, or they will pick a material, they will pick a design whereby everyone must get the same sewn. I just don't get it. Also, the time that I have, it's not even enough, let alone to get up and be attending people's events. See, and the sad thing is, if you do not join these events, it means that no one will turn out for your event. If you do not join these groups, no one will turn out to your event. No one will interact with you per se. You become more like an outcast. But why would you want to treat people like that? Just because they cannot afford to be part of you or part of your group. Why would you want to treat people like outcasts? Do you know the effect? Do you know the effect it has on people? And these things are not going to stop. In fact, they are even getting intense. They are even getting more popular. Because these groups are trying to outdo each other. They are trying to impress. Who are you trying to impress? Why would you want to impress someone else? Why should that be your goal in life? There is more to life than partying 24/7, isn't there? Yeah, there's more to life. Like traveling the world. So I would say that is all I think about. Of course. It is I'm on a mission. I've set myself a target to travel to as many parts of the world as possible. Yeah. So that is my goal. That is my goal. At least if I am no more, I can say in my grave that I have enjoyed life. I can say that, I did not misuse the opportunity given to me, the opportunity of being alive. I have made good use of it, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm quite proud of myself. I'm quite proud of the things that I've been able to do, the things that I've achieved. And I'm not talking about, lifetime career achievements or wealth or, material things. No, I'm talking of the quality of life. Yeah. Wayne, thanks a lot. Now, honestly, you see, you hardly find a lot of people like me, okay? Because we have prioritized the happiness of other people, and other people meaning family, okay? Because at my age, as an African woman, I'm supposed to be concerning myself with, my children, their education, their careers. And then after that, I am concerning myself with their life partners. I am thinking about their marriages, their weddings, their, no, honestly, what about me? What about what I want out of life? Okay. So you can either decide, okay, to choose yourself before your family and make the most of life, or you can decide to choose your family and live a miserable life. That is what you can do in this life. You cannot achieve both. Okay? You cannot achieve both. Unless maybe you decide that, okay, let's just let's just wait for all the kids to be married, and then once they are married, then you can start enjoying life. What if you don't make it past that age of them being married, and then now you have, a whole life ahead of you? What if your life ends prematurely? Plus, if you want to wait till then, your age will not be on hold. And as you age, there are so many things you cannot do, okay? There are so many things you cannot do, so many adventures that you cannot undertake, okay? So those of you that are just so concerned about, living your life for your family, have you paused to realize that whether you leave or you put your life on hold for your family or not, they are still going to survive without you. They are still going to do well without you. They are still going to become what they will become without you. They will. They will. I am saying this because majority of us, those of us whose parents had about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 children, which of you did your parents decide to leave for? And I'm talking about your parents deciding that they are going to build a stable future for you so that when you grow up, you don't have to suffer like they did. None of you. You had to learn life, or you had to go through life the hard way to become what you are today. So I don't know where we got the idea that we have to do everything for our kids when these kids never asked for it. We are ending up bringing up lazy children who do not know their left from their right, because they have everything, everything given to them on a platter of gold. The upcoming generation, lazy individuals, lazy people that there is. Any little hardship they face, they are there crying. Today, you have so many people on social media making it a habit to go about begging people. And then you ask yourself, why wasn't this kind of habit common a few years back. In fact, it was unheard of for you to get up and go begging people for assistance, for financial assistance, whether your family had or not. You had to maintain that dignity, that self-respect. You had to uphold that. But kids of today, no. Kids of today, they will make wrong choices. They will get up and tell you they are in love when they have no jobs. They have no career. They have dropped out of school. They will go after a guy or after a boy or a man, claiming they are in love. You advise them and they will tell you, who the hell are you to advise them? As in, you don't know Jack. You don't know what it is to be in love. Then they go open their legs, end up pregnant, have kids, not even one, have 1 or 2 kids. And then when they are starving, they will now come back and come begging you. They will now come to you begging you for money, using all sorts of stories that touch the heart. And some of them are so rude and so mannerless that they act as if they are entitled to whatever they are asking you for. A beggar with a choice. I've had someone DM me on social media telling me they are hungry, they desperately need money to feed their child, and they haven't paid their rent yet. I should please support them. I should please assist them. And I deliberately kept quiet. 2 days, 3 days later, the person comes back to my inbox and he goes, "Are you not going to respond to me? Are you not going to help me?" And I'm like, what the heck? This is someone that you don't even know from Adam. You only saw me on social media. In fact, the reason why this person even started or got that audacity to be able to send me that message was because before, I think previously, I had just out of the blue, I sent the person some money. Not that the person asked me for, no, I just gave the person a gift out of the blue because they always interact with my post. So I surprised them, only for a few weeks later, you just get up and send me a message when I'm not a relative of yours. I don't know you from Adam, as in, I don't personally know you. You come telling me you and your child hasn't eaten, your child is unwell, you cannot go to work, blah, 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 blah. You see, and the thing is, some of them think you are so stupid. That person self, I don't even think the person has a child. because there was no sign of that. Some of them just want to use, that emotional blackmail. They know that if they say they have a child and they haven't eaten, and the child is sick or the child is this, you'll be moved to support or to assist them. And for me to respond to your message, it depends on the tone in which you are sending me that message. Do you get? And I always tell people, look, don't beg me for anything, because those of you that are on my those of you that, I'm on Facebook quite a lot, okay? And I interact with a lot of people. And every now and then, I know things are hard. So every now and then, I try to surprise people, right? But the fact that I do that doesn't mean I've got it in excess, whereby you can just get up and approach me. And some of them too, because they've noticed that there is a certain time in which I do the surprises. Do you know that some of them will intentionally or deliberately send me messages on that particular day? Or the moment they see that I have just done something online, they'll send me a message. And that makes me ask myself, is this person wise at all? Okay, because when I try to surprise, I do it to a number of people, right? So in essence, what you are trying to tell me is that you should be the only one I should be helping and not the other people. That's what you're trying to tell me. I shouldn't help the others. I should give everything to you. Why? I'm not your bank, okay? Anyway, it is late. It's almost 1 o'clock. And I need to get ready to go to bed. Oops. I need to get ready to go to bed because I'm not dressed for bed yet. Go have a nice warm shower and go to sleep. So guys, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to my rant. And thanks for your contribution as well. Okay. Anyway, my eyes are beginning to close shut. I have to open it. Do this. It's late. Okay. Right, guys. Righty ho. Time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. Oh, this one that I've tied my duku like someone from the village. Yeah, so best comfort. I'm sleepy now. I'm not supposed to stay up this late, but I've gotten used to the late night chats and it's becoming a habit. Yeah, thanks a lot. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night and sweet dreams. Okay. Ciao. Me mama. Naturally, baby. ultimate, ebem na chabi baby, miri maram. Ah, if I get money, na me go spend. If I get a bone, na me you go chop. I leave you go, bodo you boy.